Finally, Turnus and Aeneas met in single combat. By this time, Aeneas, who in the earlier part of the story seemed as human as Hector or Achilles, had changed into something strange and portentous. He is not a human being. Once he carried tenderly his old father out of burning Troy, and encouraging his little son to run beside him. When he came to Carthage, he felt what it must mean to meet with compassion, to reach a place where there are tears for things. He was very human too when he strutted about Dito's palace in his fine clothes, put on the Latin battlefields. He is not a man, but a fearful prodigy. He is vast as Mount Athos, vast as Father Apennine himself, when he shakes his mighty oaks and lifts his snow-topped peace to the sky, like Agaon, who had 100 arms and 100 hands and flashed 5 through 50 mouths, thundering on 50 strong shields and drawing 50 sharp swords. Even so, Aeneas slakes his victorious fury the whole field over. When he faces Turnus in the last combat, there is no interest in the outcome. It is as futile for Turnus to fight Aeneas as to fight the lightning or an earthquake. Virgil's poem ends with Turnus's death. Aeneas, we were given to understand, married Lavinia and founded the Roman race, who, Virgil said, left to other nations such things as art and science, and ever remembered that they were destined to bring under their empire the peoples of the earth, to impose the rule of submissive non-resistance, to spare the humbled and to crush the proud. Well, or to be the proud, crushing the less supported, arrogant individuals. But we see here how, we see later than this, and this, really, the seeds of it, that these stories, they lose their ability to provide examples for the people, for, to give them realistic hopes that they can fulfill, to give lessons when things are exaggerated to the point of people being gods and goddesses. And then the flaws, you see, well, if the gods and the goddesses are so flawed, that was one of the issues that came up with Greek mythology.